Have you ever felt like your creative spark is flickering, but you can't quite put your finger on why? Maybe it's because the fuel that drives your creativity, self-awareness, has been drained. You're not alone. Millions of creatives worldwide struggle with this silent killer of inspiration. As we explore the intricate dance between self-awareness and creative expression, I want to share a story with you. Imagine being a painter, lost in the midst of a vibrant canvas. Your brush strokes are fluid, your colors blend harmoniously. But then, a subtle voice creeps in. What if this isn't good enough? Will anyone appreciate my art? This is where self-awareness comes into play. Neuroscience tells us that our prefrontal cortex, the seat of self-reflection, should be firing on all cylinders during creative endeavors. Yet, in today's fast-paced world, we often neglect its whispers. We sacrifice introspection for the sake of efficiency, productivity, and deadlines. But what happens when we silence this inner voice? Our creativity suffers. Ideas get stifled. Inspiration becomes a distant memory. And our art, whether it's painting, writing, or music, loses its essence. Let's not forget that self-awareness is not just about introspection. It's also about embracing our emotions, our strengths, and our unique perspective. You know when you're working on a creative project, but every time you try to take it in a new direction, your mind starts to wander and critique the idea. You start to second-guess yourself, wondering if anyone will even like it. This kind of self-doubt can be a sign that emotional neglect is at play. Maybe it's people-pleasing, always trying to make others happy, even when it means sacrificing your own desires. Or maybe it's self-sabotage, intentionally undermining your own work or ideas. Imagine you're a painter, but every time you try to add bold strokes of color, you automatically paint over them with more neutral shades. You're not just being cautious, you're stifling the true expression that wants to emerge. This is what emotional neglect can do. It can prevent us from taking risks, exploring new ideas, and fully expressing ourselves. If this sounds familiar, take a step back and acknowledge how these patterns might be affecting your creative work. Ask yourself, am I letting fear of rejection or judgment hold me back? Am I allowing others' opinions to dictate my artistic vision? As we explore the complexities of creative expression, let's take a step back and acknowledge that our internal struggles can be just as stifling as external pressures. Many of us have experienced childhood trauma in some form. Emotional neglect, physical abuse, or witnessing domestic violence. These experiences can seep into our psyche like water into soil, affecting how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Consider a painter who's struggled with abandonment issues since childhood. Every brushstroke may feel like an attempt to prove worthiness to loved ones. Or a musician who, due to past criticism, now overthinks every note, fearing it'll be good enough. These internal battles can lead to self-doubt, perfectionism, and analysis paralysis, making it challenging to tap into genuine creativity. It's as if we're stuck in a perpetual feedback loop. What will others think? Am I good enough? This constant questioning can silence our inner voice, leaving us lost for words or unable to express ourselves authentically. We'll explore this high-functioning depressive artist next, and how their internal struggles may be hindering their creative potential. Let's take a closer look at the high-functioning depressive artist next, and how their internal struggles may be hindering their creative potential. Think of a piano player who's always in tune with others' moods, but can't seem to find their own rhythm. They might create beautiful music for everyone else, but struggle to compose something that truly speaks to them. This is what I call externally driven creativity. It's like being a master chef who's always cooking for the dinner party, but never gets to enjoy the feast themselves. This person may be masking their true emotions with a smile or a joke, while silently sacrificing their own needs and desires. They might feel like they're drowning in responsibilities, but can't seem to say no or take a break without feeling guilty. The result? Burnout, creative stagnation, and an unfulfilled passion for art. I know someone who's a talented writer, but has been struggling with the same issue. They'd spend hours working on others' projects, only to return home exhausted, with no energy left to write their own stories. It was like they were pouring gas into other people's cars, but forgetting to fill up their own tank. As we explore the connection between self-awareness and creative expression, let's talk about what happens when we finally start to fill up our own tank. When we prioritize self-awareness, we become more attuned to our emotional needs and desires. We begin to notice patterns in our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that were previously operating on autopilot. This is where the magic of creative expression starts to unfold. Imagine you're a painter, but instead of painting masterpieces, you're stuck, creating bland reproductions of others' work. But what if you started to explore your own unique palette? What colors would you use? How would you blend them? That's what happens when we tap into our true creative potential. I remember a friend who started journaling every morning. At first, it was just scribbles and random thoughts, but soon she began to notice themes emerging. She discovered her love for writing poetry and eventually published her first book. It wasn't just about creating art, it was about living a life true to herself. As we've explored the journey from self-doubt to creative expression, we see that self-awareness is more than just a stepping stone. It's a catalyst for authentic living. When we acknowledge our unique struggles and strengths, we start to liberate ourselves from the constraints of what others expect of us. We begin to hear our own voice, even if it's whispering at first. As we come to the end of our journey together today, I want to leave you with a crucial reminder. Self-awareness is not just about understanding yourself. It's also about unlocking your true creative potential. Think of it like a seed that's been planted deep within you, waiting for the right conditions to sprout and grow. As we've explored, self-awareness provides the fertile soil and sunlight necessary for your unique voice and vision to flourish. When we're aware of our thoughts, emotions, and values, we start to see the world in a fresh light. We begin to paint with vibrant colors instead of muted tones, write with authentic words instead of borrowed phrases, and compose music that's harmonious to our own soul. The more you discover about yourself, the more your creative expression will become an honest reflection of who you are. So, I encourage you to continue this journey of self-discovery and artistic growth. Keep exploring, keep creating, and know that every step forward is a step closer to embracing your true potential. As we come to the end of our journey today, I want you to remember that your creativity is a powerful tool for healing and personal growth. Don't let it fade away in the face of self-doubt or fear. Keep shining, keep creating, not just for others, but for yourself. Your unique voice, your perspective, your art, they're all precious gifts that deserve to be nurtured and shared with the world. Remember, you are not alone on this path. There are countless others out there who feel seen, heard, and understood because of their willingness to express themselves authentically. You are part of a vibrant community that's here to support and uplift one another,